Hello, YouTube. This is Denise coming to you with my very first video. And I would like to just tell you first that I am married. I have 4 children. I have 11 grandchildren. And I am completely obsessed with crafting. And more specifically, completely obsessed with crochet. So, what is this channel about? This channel is about crocheting and crafts, of course, mostly crochet. And what I hope to do is to show you my works in progress, my finished objects, and any discoveries I've made along my journey with crocheting. I'd love to be able to upload new content once a week. And if everything really goes really smoothly, and the way that I envision it, I probably be uploading more than once a week. But right now, once a week is my goal. I'm coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I was originally born and raised in New York City. I'm filming this on my iPhone. I do not have a fancy camera. And I mentioned that only because I want to be able to inspire you to just do whatever it is that is pressing on your heart that's going to bring you joy. Just do it. You don't need a fancy camera. Maybe one day I'll get one. Maybe I won't. Right now, this is what I have. And so right now, this is what we're going to use. Why did I start this channel? First and foremost, I am excited. I am so excited. I actually took the time to delve deeply into crochet, and I find that nothing really gives me more joy than that. And so I want to share it with you. But more importantly, every endeavor that I've taken over the past few years, and those of you who know me well know that there have been many. But each time I come to start a new endeavor, the most important thing that I have in mind is to empower women. I want to be part of the force that helps you to understand that you can do whatever it is you set out to do, whatever it is you need to do, and whatever it is you want to do that is going to bring some joy and peace in your life. So that's a little bit about me. If you want me to do an about me video that goes more into detail, drop a comment below and I'll start working on that. Today, I want to show you, as promised, some works in progress, some finished objects, and maybe talk about a couple of discoveries. The first thing I want to show you is a finished object. And again, those of you who follow me on Instagram at DesignMorris1 have seen this before. This is a bobble blanket that I made. I made this for my granddaughter, for one of my granddaughters. And it says, "Grandma loves you." I've become obsessed with making these baubles. I love the texture of it. You know, little kids love to be able to have that tactile feeling on their little blankie. And I actually enjoy making these baubles. This blanket took a very long time to make. And I do currently have it listed as a custom item in my Etsy shop at Black Ribbon Shop on Etsy. And I wanted to point out that I made the light pink part with Lion Brand's Pound of Wool. I can't really remember, or haven't been able to locate the label for the darker pink part of the blanket. But this blanket was made from a pattern by, I wrote her name down so that I won't forget, by Nancy Liggins on Ravelry. And I'll put the link to that pattern below. So this is one finished object. The next thing I want to show you is also a blanket, because I absolutely enjoy making blankets. They're very soothing to me. This is a corner-to-corner blanket that I made. In the crochet community, of course, we call it a C2C, which stands for corner to corner. And I made this with Mandala yarn. I can't remember the colorway, but I will post it below so that if you are interested in purchasing this colorway for yourself, you certainly may. Now, I originally was making this blanket to post in my Etsy shop at Black Ribbon on Etsy, Black Ribbon Shop. As I was working on it, my daughter saw the beauty of the color and the color changes, and she claimed it. So when your daughter wants to claim something that you are making with your hands with love, what do? You give it to her. It's hers, and she loves it. This is the very first corner to corner anything I've ever done. And let me tell you, the corner to corner stitch is really easy. Once you get the hang of it, which you will very quickly, it's sort of mindless, which makes it relaxing, and it works up very fast. So for those of you who are thinking, maybe I want to try C2C, but I'm not sure, go ahead and give it a try. It's great. I'm obsessed. So now we've got Bobble Obsession going, and we have corner to corner obsession going. This is why I had to do a video. I'm excited. I am so excited about the possibilities. I can't even contain it anymore. So now I'm going to show you a work in progress. This is another bobble blanket that I've been working on. For all intents and purposes, it's done. And it's for another one of my grandchildren, my granddaughter, Imani. And as you can see, I personalized it with her name. This is just beautiful. Again, it took me a long time, and as you can see, I have not yet weaved in my ends. But other than weaving in the ends, and another thing that I'll be telling you about in just a second, this blanket's done. And I just can't wait to gift it to her. I just can't wait. She's going to love it. And again, this is a blanket that is based off of a pattern by Nancy Liggins. And I did this again with Lion Brand's Pound of Love. And I used an eye hook. Okay. I believe the pattern calls for a J hook, but I went down a size. But I'll link that pattern down below as well for you. So, what else do I need to do to be done with this blanket? That's the big question of the day. I decided that this blanket would just be the all in all of my world if I added pom poms. So we've got the bobbles going, and now I am obsessing over pom poms. Okay, do you see a theme here? There's a lot of obsession going on with crocheting. So let me show you one of the bobs. Hey guys, pardon that little break there.
I don't know about that break, Molly.
Having some storage issues with my phone. But anyway, we were talking about this beautiful bobble blanket that I made for another one of my granddaughters and it's personalized with her name. And I was about to show you why it's not finished, in my opinion. And I got so involved in this whole pom-pom making thing. My granddaughter helped me with this. And we made several pom-poms. And as you can see, it's really nice and fluffy. I believe I did use the Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling yarn. I think I got it directly from Premier, not sure. Nice fluffy pom-pom, yes? Okay. So I made the pom-pom, and then I said, well, what will happen if I pull this string right here? Hey, this is not good. This is falling apart. I don't like it. It's not safe. And I'm definitely not putting this on a baby blanket. So that led me to do some further research because, you know, we buy things with pom-poms on them all the time, and the pom-poms don't fall apart and they stay on forever. And I'm like, there's got to be a way to do this. So I found there were several different ways to do it. Some I tried that failed, and I have some others in the works, and I'll be updating you on that when I do in fact come up with a successful pom-pom. If I can't get the pom-pom the way I want it to be for the purpose of adding them to a baby blanket, we're gonna scrap the whole pom-pom issue. Okay, so what else did I want to talk to you guys about today? Oh, a small discovery, or I guess I'll say something that I came up with. You know, you have your little yarn ball here, and you're just crocheting along, and some people have yarn bowls, and we use bags, and we use all sorts of things. And I've been thinking about this for a while, a way to kind of control my ball. Okay? So here's my bowl of yarn. I kept and washed out this coffee container that's flying all over the place. And I decided I wanted to put a hole in it to get my yarn through. But of course, that also came up with a few possible issues. How do I make the hole? I don't have any tools. My husband doesn't have any tools. If he does, they're in storage. So what I came up with, guys, was I actually used a corkscrew to make the hole. My granddaughter, again, who is my comrade here, suggested that once I make the hole, I burn it. And that's exactly what I did. I burnt it for a second to smooth the hole out so that it's not snagging the yarn. So let me put my ball in there and stick my yarn through the little hole that we made. This is so nifty, guys. I always want to use what I have before I go out and purchase something else. The lid just snaps right on here. And And the yarn just flows through with ease. I am loving it. I'm loving it. You should try it. That's working really, really well. I wanted to show you this Pom Pom Maker that we purchased. Because again, I wanted to purchase a Pom Pom Maker, but I was not going to pay a lot of money for it. And so I was 2 steps away from just making a Pom Pom Maker with cardboard like people have been doing for years. Okay. So I found this in Walmart. It's by Busilla. Busilla Pom Pom Maker. Very inexpensive. And it comes with 3 sizes. The 3.5 inch. The 2.5 inch. And the 1.5 inch Pom Pom Makers. This works really well. It's made out of wood. I'm all over this. So as I said, stay tuned to our Pom Pom adventures. And I'm not initially planning on doing any tutorials, but if you guys want to see some tutorials, comment down below and let me know, and I'll put that together and work on that for you. I want to just give a couple of shout outs before I go to the people other YouTubers who have inspired me to go ahead and make the leap and just get a video done and get it out there. The first one is the Canadian Crocheter. Crocheter is spelled the same way as crocheter. She's got a funny story about how she came up with the pronunciation of that word, crocheter. And she's been very inspirational to me, so I wanted to shout her out. And I'll put a link to her channel below. Also, DOY Creation 7. This woman is fantastic. She actually creates a lot of her design. She's a great designer, and she's very entertaining. And I'll put her link below as well. And last but not least, for this week at least, is Happy to Hook Creations. I do encourage you to go check out their channels, like and subscribe their videos as well. I always would want to leave you with some words of inspiration. And this week I just want to say, if you want to invest in something with minimum risk and a guaranteed big return, invest in yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you can constantly be updated on the madness that's going on in my crochet world. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.